Most of you already know just how angry I am. Let me tell you this. I'm poor. I didn't meant to be poor. You know, I when you have ADHD and learning disabilities, you get bored quickly on jobs. So I job hop. I've been a little bit of everything. I've been a substance abuse counselor, domestic abuse counselor. What else did I do? I did DWI assessments. Um, what else did I do? A lot of different jobs. I owned my own business for about 3 or 4 years, but my wife felt that I was being lazy, but yet I went to work for one job 12 straight hours and then took 2 days off. My wife wanted me to do an 8 hour day like her. Now, in America, like I said, we are being buried in medical debt. There are people out there that had to sell their homes just to pay for medical debt. In the United States, when I say we have the worst healthcare system, we do in the standpoint if you're not wealthy, you have to go through the anxiety and stress of paying a lot of money. All that Medicare is a glorified insurance policy, just like you normally would get. Many years ago when I was working a job, yeah, I'd go to the doctor, like my primary doctor, and I had to pay him $25, to go. This was years and years and years ago. This back when I was like in my 20s. Yeah, I'd have to pay $25 because insurance then would pay the rest. So really, when Medicare is a useless because it's nothing but a glorified insurance policy is all it is. You know, I feel sorry and my heart goes out to people that have terminal cancer that can't get treatments anymore because their insurance maxed out and they won't pay anymore. In America, when I say we have the worst healthcare system, is the stress and anxiety that is put on people to have to pay medical bills. You know, it's kind of like I said, guys. It's 10:30 a.m. on a Saturday, and I'm getting ready to lay back down to sleep because I feel very, very puny. But I told Cinerel I'm not going back to Dr. Roz. I'm not. And I'm going to call Medicare and see how I can cancel Medicare. I want to cancel it. And you're going, why? Because I have full Medicaid Direct. I can go to a Medicaid doctor and I don't have to pay out of pocket crap. Right now, I would say I'm about around close to $300 in debt, medical debt, but it's going to get worse. In the United States and capitalism, I've said it before, it is greed, and it is. It's greed. Our illustrious president, Donald Trump, stepped on a lot of people to get where he's gotten. It is the fittest in the United States that get ahead, and it's the guys like me that went from middle class to the poor class are crapped on, and we are. So I'm going to go ahead and end this to say that our healthcare system in the United States is the worst in the fact that insurance, you don't believe me? You don't believe that insurance maxes out? Oh, it does. It does. And that's the reason why I say in the United States our healthcare system sucks badly. Because you have to pay out of pocket expenses to get things done. Now, that's the first year this has happened to me. So I'm not a happy camper at all. And it's ridiculous crap, is what it is. Ridiculous. You see, to somebody that's got money, copays is no big deal. Back in my 20s when I was working a job, it's no big deal to go to a doctor and they say you owe $25. Okay, there you go. you know. But when you're forced to retire with nothing, and being buried in medical debt. It's going to get worse before it gets better. It'll start coming out, I owe 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, $10,000. And it is the fact that our healthcare system is structured this way in America. Having Medicaid, I'm upset today. I really am. And that's just the way it is in America. If I lived in Canada or Britain, I wouldn't have any problems. They have free health care. They don't get buried in debt. Now, in the United States, we go, well, we got the best medical facilities. We've got this, we got that. Oh, bull. You don't. Canada's system is as good as yours, if not better, with doctors that care about their patients and not caring about how much money out of pocket you can pay. Thanks for listening, guys, and I'm not in a good mood today at all. Thanks.